Good Monday, traders. Welcome back to the Forex Boat Trading Academy. And we're starting the fresh trading week with the analysis of the Euro versus Australian dollar currency pair. And as usual, I would like to remind you that information in this video is for educational purpose only and should not be considered as a financial advice. So I hope you had a great weekend and it's time to get back to work as usual on Mondays. So we are going through the Euro Australian dollar currency pair, which I would expect the continuation of the downtrend, although it might be just a very short-term decline. Now, what we see in regards to the price action is that resistances are being respected. Here was the support area, resistance. So respected, price moving down. Now here was the strong resistance at this point where the moving average was rejected, then it became the support, and now it was the resistance where the moving average was rejected once again. Clearly, bears are in control, so sellers pushing the price down and it's struggling to break above the resistance, and most of the speculators will most likely try to capitalize on the downside move. Basically, we had the rejection of this moving average, 50 exponential moving average, and this previous area of support became the resistance, also rejected. Now we had another rejection of the moving average just today, and price already starting to decline. What I would expect is a fast, strong move to the downside to test 161.44, which is approximately 150 pips away from the current price. I'm just gonna move back to the daily chart. I have applied pips to this last correction to the upside. Why I have taken this level? First of all, because this was the original high, it hasn't been broken after that, and we see that this level was the key since that was the resistance as well. So I have applied pips to this corrective move to the downside. We can see on the daily chart the moving average was rejected as well, then price went down sharply. So now what we have is the 50% fips at 163 psychological level. Look guys, there was a clean rejection at this stage, which was on the 28th of August. Clean rejection here, very clean, of the 50 fips, and then price attempted to break above, failed, just a spike. Again, attempt to break above, but failed. So no clear breakout, besides there was no confirmed breakout. So this resistance remains valid at 50% fips. And also we see that the price almost tested 38.2% fips at 163.57. So this was the resistance area rejected, and now we should see fast strong wave to the downside. Maybe it will take 3-4 days, maybe just 24 hours, but the nearest support, as I have spotted, is obviously this level 78.6, which is at 161.44. This is because there was a rejection and there was another rejection. So now we see kind of consolidational phase on the Euro Australian dollar, and I do believe we will see this move to the downside. Now let's move to the 1 hour chart here. On the 1 hour chart there was already a fast candle, this hourly candle. Besides, I spotted this potential opportunity when the price was back at the top. So by the time I made analysis, it already made this jump to the downside. So ideally, of course, sellers would be entering around this area near this resistance. So now what we have on the hourly chart is the same, is a consolidation phase. Price is not, well, here we see that high lows, low, 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 they are being produced, but price needs to break above this resistance in order to confirm the uptrend. And as long as we hold this resistance, especially on the forward time frame, if only daily break and close above this level can invalidate the bearish forecast. So I do believe that the trend is down as long as the daily close remains below this level. So we have this 150 pip move potential. I think ideal price for the sellers could be presented sometime tomorrow evening. because price needs to consolidate, I guess, for another 24 hours before it starts moving down. So here would be reasonable that it either moves slow or consolidate, and only tomorrow we see some movement to the downside. So that's the analysis on the EURAUD with a potential 150 pip move to the downside, but make sure that you watch this resistance at 163.55, because break and close above on the daily time frame will definitely invalidate the bearish scenario. Let's move back to all ideas and analysis we've done previously once again. Australian Swiss franc, we are at the support being rejected, so here is a valid point for the uptrend. We just going through this correction that I have used earlier, although it's just a little different form, but the base is the same. The corrective move to the downside, support being rejected, and now yet another strong upside wave I would expect. Euro Swiss franc, well, we are out of this idea, as you remember, guys. I'm just following it. We capitalized here at the top where half profit fixed, then it was closed at the break even. So I'm just watching this idea. It can be reactivated, although I think it's not necessary, but I will be watching the price action just to follow the Swiss franc, what is happening, as well as the euro. New Zealand Canadian dollar, here price rejected cleanly, 78.6 pips right there. So I still expect this move to the upside. It's quite a bit to go. There is a second target probably at 0.9000, and this could be the next resistance if this resistance will be broken. So far looking quite bullish. New Zealand Swiss franc, basically as long as price remains above this level in the green, 0.6036, it's a bullish trend. I would expect continuation of the uptrend. Australia and New Zealand, today we finally had this movement that I did expect. This resistance did hold on the daily time frame. There was no confirmation of the break above. So here now we have the break below the moving average, new lower low produced, and this is the beginning of this movement to the downside potentially. So as long as price is below this high, the downtrend should remain valid. Australian Canadian also slowly moving to the upside. I think it will be heading towards the second target, not the first one, but we'll see if there will be a rejection at the first resistance, which is 0.97. And the final analysis was on the New Zealand versus dollar. What we can see, guys, is price as expected moving to the upside. So there is quite a bit to go. And now we need to watch, obviously, this resistance level, and the break above would be ideal for the rally. Although also we could struggle here for the time being for the next 24 hours before it breaks to the upside, although it can go non-stop. Need to watch this resistance clearly. The price rejecting this price area previously at this stage. Now again, it failed to break and close above. Only the spike produced. It will be important to see definitely the break above. So that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed the analysis on the euro versus Australian dollar for today. Let me know what you think about this pair. What's your view? What's your trading plan if you did choose to trade this pair? And don't forget to smash the like if you find it useful. Just to support the channel as well would be greatly appreciated. And ask questions, don't hesitate, post comments. Let's talk if you have anything to ask. So that's it for today. Yet again, we'll see you tomorrow with a fresh analysis. Take care and profitable trading to you guys.